Your energy is absolutely spent. You have no idea why. A lot of us are dealing with this and we don't know who to turn to or who to talk to, and if what we're sensing and what we're feeling is even reality. If it feels strange and unexplainable, then it probably is. Here's my example of that. I have literally gone through years of not being able to understand my intuition, my gifts, my clairvoyances, my ability to absorb and channel. And a lot of it was not acceptance because we have been tailored to understand that if you're seeing things, if you're hearing things, if you're processing things differently, then something is not wired right. But maybe something is wired right. And maybe it's just time to accept it and embrace it. And mind you, I've gone through a lot of spiritual awakenings in the past 20 years. It's not even funny. Lately, though, I've been having a new form of energy that is draining me. And it's one that I was not familiar with. So you've come to accept that there's a neither here nor there. And it's not as linear as it seems. And there seems to be some intermingling within this realm, the spiritual realm. And when I was younger, one of the sensations that would come to me is the sense of smell. I know the smell that I'm smelling is specifically related to this one particular person. So, because I'm going through like what I'm calling a shedding of my spiritual awakening once again in life, I have a new spiritual channeling that's coming to me that I was not familiar with at all. And boy, did it drain me because I really thought something was wrong with my home. I started smelling a smell, and it wasn't a pleasant smell. It was giving sick, a little bit spoiled. Maybe something had passed away in the walls. I started getting this sensation of this strong earthly smell, and I couldn't get it out of my nose. But it would only be in specific areas of the house, and it would only be around specific people. But it wasn't dawning on me yet that it was probably a mediumship channeling happening. And a couple weeks later, a loved one passed away. And I still didn't put it together. Probably it was the naivety in me, but probably it was also the loneliness in me because a lot of us are dealing with this alone and we don't have a community to reach out to and say, hey, like, could it be something if you're smelling something? I honestly thought it was carbon monoxide poisoning. And I was running around this house, smelling vents, smelling walls, smelling people. And I'm like, there's either carbon monoxide poisoning or a rodent or something has been stuck in the wall or in the attic, something. I couldn't put it together. And then, not even a month later, I get it again. And this time it's even stronger. But again, I still put it out of sight. And I realized very quickly that my energy was literally draining. I was feeling so bogged down to the point to where I couldn't even get up and move. And there was a heaviness, a pressure in my head, a pressure in my ears. It just felt like someone was squishing my head together. I started taking allergy pills like almost every single day. It was almost daily that I was having this pressure in my ear, and it happens a lot in my left ear. It took me some time to realize that this was channeling energy from the spiritual realm. And then when the loved one passed away, the smell went away completely. And this happened in two different instances. And the second time around, that's when I was like, is it possible that this could be something spiritual? And I started really contemplating on it, basically meditating on it. It wasn't until last week I got images of flies, and it was thousands of flies. Just, it was almost as if I startled them and they all just flew away. And immediately I told myself, we need to check on someone. I don't know who, but someone's not well. 3 days later, a very close person passed away. That draining energy that I've been talking about, if you're not coping with it and if you're not dealing with it through acceptance, then it will continue to be daunting. And the saddest part about all of that is we've been dealing with so much death. Yesterday, I was awoken by the smell again, and I knew immediately. I don't know who, but that smell was surrounding me. Whereas in the past, it wasn't surrounding me. And yesterday morning, I directly felt it right next to me. It was almost as if that spirit was standing next to me, to let me know my time has come, I'm not well, and I'm not going to make it. And I asked, who is it? Nothing came. I don't know if my intuition hasn't been built to that point yet. It's okay because this is a journey, right? Then I told myself it's time to get up. And I had my bedroom light on. And as soon as I stood up, the bedroom light clicked off. Just clicked off. There was power. There was no outage. Lights were on everywhere else, but the power just switched off. And I turned the light back on. And my bedroom seems to be a hot zone. Not only the bedroom, honestly, because it has happened in the house where lights are flickering. So when the light flipped off on me, I have been drained since yesterday. And I'm just trying to stay calm. Sometimes we don't always have the answers right away, but we sit on it and we ponder on it. Don't face it if you don't want to face it. And just let time take its spiritual course. Because if there's one thing we've learned, that time is not linear. So, whatever channeling I was receiving yesterday, maybe it's in the near future, maybe it's not. I don't know. But I do feel really heavy today. And so, I'm hoping in the next few days I can perk back up again. Do you have a similar experience?